Hello everyone. Today I want to tell you 10 short talk on strategy practice. Um, the number 11. First, the speaker thanks customer for calling the Starlight Cinema info line, and she announced they were solving the thrilling action drama Lost in the Storm. Next, she said they had show at 1:35 and 7:30 p.m. After that, she said also before 5 o'clock was half price, cold drink, hot popcorn, and other snacks were available for sale in the lobby. And finally, she reminded uh, not to bring outside food into the theater. The short talk number 12. First, the speaker announced the president had met that morning with his advisor. Following a speech, he had met with two representative of the National Teacher Union. Next, he said after the speech, he had gave his weekly press conference, during which he had outlined his plan for stimulating the economy. And finally, the speaker said the president um, would leave that evening for a tour of the West Coast, where he would view areas damaged by the recent storm. The short talk number 13. First, the speaker was sorry about the fact that the number that the customer had called was no longer in service, and she suggested hanging up and checking the telephone directory to make sure they had dialed the correct number. Next, she suggested calling the operator if they needed further assistance, and hang up and calling the number if they would like to order a current telephone directory. And finally, she said they work Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. The short talk number 14. First, the speaker announced the museum would close in 50 minutes, and she suggested retrieving all bags and costs from the course-book check room. Next, she said they would reopen the next day morning at 9 a.m. and she reminded to pick up a special exhibit schedule on the way out. And finally, she hoped that the customer enjoyed their visit that day, and they would return to see their exhibit again soon. The short talk number 15. First, the speaker said they still had some tickets available for Saturday afternoon soccer game. Next, he said transportation on the company bus would be provided for those who wish it, and she suggested sending an email message to Mr. Kim in the human resource office before 5 o'clock if they were interested in attending the game. And after that, she suggested telling Mr. Kim how many tickets they would need, and whether or not they are planning to ride the company bus. And finally, she said the tickets and bus rides were free. The short talk number 16. First, the speaker said commented ordering by phone was easy for first-time customers, and it would save their money too. Next, she said, um, after they had chosen the item they wanted to purchase from the catalog, um, he suggested dialing their toll-free number and flashing one for their special first-time customer line. After that, she said a customer service representative would guide them through the ordering process, and finally, she reminded to have their credit card handy when they call. The shop talk number 17. First, the speaker thanked the audience for attending that day's workshop. Next, she introduced Mr. Martin Toth, who was a chairperson of the political science department at the National University, and Mr. Toth was an expert in the elect- electoral politics and author of several books on the subject. And finally, she announced Mr. Toll would lead an discussion of the current political climate and implication for the upcoming election. Short talk number 18. First, the speaker thanked on for coming out that night, and she announced they had a wonderful program. Next, she introduced Dr. James would have a lecture on Italian art, which would be accompanied by a fascinating slideshow, and it would be preceded by a free musical performance. After that, she explained students from the City School of Music would perform a piece of Vivaldi, and finally, she said, following the lecture, there would be a question and answer section. The talk number 19. First, the speaker announced traffic on the Harvard Bridge were packed up last morning due to an accident. Um, Next, she said icy road condition resulting from the night before snowstorm caused a bus to hit a truck, and the icy road had affected traffic all over the area. After that, she said cars were moving slowly on most major roads into the city and bus was running behind the schedule. Finally, she said, allow yourself themselves extra time for getting to work that morning and being careful out there. The short talk number 20. First, the speaker reminded customers to not park in the lot next door because that belonged to Joe's restaurant. Next, she said their car would be towed if they parked there, and if street parking was not available, they could park in the lot behind the ABC supermarket. And finally, she suggested leaving the area by the front door free for delivery vehicle. Thank you for listening.